What's up, YouTube world? On this week's episode, we drink a couple of Rincon beers from Puerto Rico. Our buddy Otis here brought them for us. It's kind of awkward sitting there, isn't it? We talk about Rogue Invitational stuff, some random like competitions in Rogue. I enjoy the conversation. Enjoy the episode. Otis brought us these Puerto Rican beers.
Yes, he did.
I did.
AKA Big Poppy right now, apparently. Showed up to the door. So when he showed up to the door, I hear the door go off, and then you go and get your door because this is in my house. And all I hear is Poppy. And I had no idea what you were talking about. And then he walks in, and I'm like, oh, okay. So thanks to you and your lady, Chatty,
Yes.
we have these two beers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not super easy to find a lot of information on these guys on the internet, but apparently the one you're holding right now is their first beer that they've ever done. And so I'm pretty fucking excited about it.
The Overhead IPA.
Over that picture is taken apparently from their bar, like from where they're at.
Their location.
Yeah.
Cool.
They work with the camera guy. I guess he snapped that picture from where they're at right out there. And yeah. Are they lying, Otis? Is there where you picked that up? Is it right by the ocean?
Well, no, because it was in a grocery store. But
oh, so this isn't from the tap, but it's from the tap.
No, but it looks. If that star is correct, it's on the east coast of the island. So that's so.
Oh, cool.
Yes, there is the star on the island.
We did go that way.
I noticed though, from what I can tell, that these aren't produced in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
From what I can tell. But I think these guys, from the little bit that I was looking at, like they tried to kind of make a come up during when the C word started, and so they it's been a little. They may not have the warm welcome to the world as other breweries have, so they're probably having to make some moves right now in order to get out there. But I believe that one's West Coast, ain't it?
It is West Coast.
That's what I'm talking about. And then we got a second one right here from the same people, with a very, very nice can. Living the Dream. DDH NEIPA. And as Otis and I were talking before this thing started, that is double dry hopped New England style IPA. Which I'm not a fan of New England's, but I'm a huge fan of double dry hopped. The last double dry hopped we had was the Cocoa-Tree. And they shit the bed. So
It wasn't that impressive.
no, it wasn't.
But we drank it.
Due to us having two, we're not going to do our typical grading system today. We're just going to say A, B, C, D, and hopefully it doesn't go that low. What you think about that smell right out of the gate? I saw you sniff it. Oats, what you think about that smell?
Actually, smells pretty goddamn good.
Oh yeah, it's piney. That is a West Coast IPA. Otis, did you just make my day? I think Otis may have made my day. That's a good piney, citrusy West Coast style IPA.
I definitely get the citrus. I don't know about the pine, but I definitely get the citrus. Yeah. Of course, any IPA you're going to
You guys are rookies. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've been waiting for.
finally?
Fucking time. California couldn't fucking pull it off. California shit their own bed. Fucking Chuck. I love the stouts and that very beautiful brandy style barrel aged wild ale, delicious. But those West Coast IPAs, just crapping.
That's easy to drink.
Apparently, you got to go down to Costa Rica and buy a beer out of a grocery store to get a very good West Coast style IPA. That's what I'm talking about. We'll talk about y'all's grades later and my grade later. About fucking time. I'm excited. Last week, Rogue announced. We're getting into the lifting portion of this video that they're going to do the Rogue Invitational again in Austin.
In Austin.
You and I had talked about it. You said you're going to be in California the week before. I don't know if I should say that on here. Like, what if somebody tries to rob you?
I got cameras. I mean, I'm going to find a motherfucker.
Yeah. But we talked about it last year, saying if it was in Austin again, we'd probably go again. Now, Obviously, it might be you may be a little banged up from your California trip to make it the next weekend, but I'm for sure going. I'm excited.
If the wife wants to go, we're going to go. I mean, it's
so all I got to do is say, hey, wife, y'all need to go.
Yeah.
Easy as that. Man, I feel like you're easy. I got you figured out.
Just send her a little text. And then by the time
done. Well, which means you got to go.
When is it?
It's like Halloween weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got plenty of time to plan for it.
Wait,
Whoa.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's got plans already.
He got
to
to check with the wife.
Oh, I didn't know if you and the lady had that De los Muertes celebration. I was like, oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, that's right. That's usually when you do your outage. Your outage, yeah.
In October.
Fucking oil and gas and nuclear at this table, and then just me.
You ain't got to work them outages, though.
No, that's true. But no, I'm really excited for those that had seen the episode where we actually talked about it. It's just Rogue invites people, best of the best for the most part. Then they have some like other social media
You got to
giants.
fill in a few of them.
But I mean, those guys aren't fucking slouches either.
Right.
They make us look like shit.
Yep.
They're way better than the average human, and then they're way better than the normal influencer. They invite in people that are legit athletes to do strongman and CrossFit.
Right.
There's nothing really else other than that.
No, that's
It's just
all
strongman,
Rogue sponsors,
which is good with me. They bring out their big like that structure, the implement where they have to push it from the Arnold movie for the strongman, and then they bring in just some hosses on the CrossFit side.
Let me ask you a question. What makes it different than the other competitions like the Olympia and the other athletic competitions when it comes to weightlifting?
Weightlifting? Well, he can explain the Olympia. I mean, I can, but that's just predominantly bodybuilding, right? Is the Olympia.
Is that what?
Now, if you're
that's
thinking
the
Arnold,
Super Bowl of bodybuilding.
yeah,
Olympia.
that is the number one, right? Like you want to win the Olympia.
Yeah.
Followed by the Arnold.
Arnold in New York. Yeah.
Okay. So the Arnold's the one where the strongmen compete,
like
but he has to invite them as well. Like,
So-
I think.
There is certain divisions that is invitation only to the Arnold.
Okay. Yeah,
But-
like your topper, like
Yes,
top tier.
your open class bodybuilding, your strong man, and maybe like figure or something like that is all invitation.
Jump rope badasses.
But all those jump rope and pole dancing and because they got like 100 different things.
Cream of the crop.
Yeah.
All the best.
Yeah. I don't think the cross shit is invitation at the Arnold. I think you just
Yeah, I don't think they have any big CrossFit there.
no, because a lot of it is team and all that.
Yeah.
You just
Okay.
you
I
throw
think-
your name in a
Yeah.
hat and you go compete to say you
Yeah,
compete at the
that's
Arnold.
not big.
Yeah.
But Rogue is there, and they bring in their CrossFit elites. That's
Yeah,
why we
for,
see some of the
to work the booth and all that, but they're not
Exactly.
competing.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess I should have prefaced that better.
Yeah.
Prefaced. Yeah, they bring it. Rogue brings them into their booth to kind of take some
work the
pictures,
booth
kiss some
and-
babies, and all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess what you're asking is like the strongman portion part of it, or the
Just in
CrossFit?
general, I mean, I'm assuming that Rogue is more CrossFit oriented versus.
I think that's
CrossFit
probably
strongman.
how they got their start. I think is they
Yeah.
got big because of the CrossFit Games. They were sponsoring them, but they do they do strongman probably better than anybody in a sense that they
Yeah.
are at the Arnold, they're at their own Rogue Invitational, and then whatever else is probably they're building for it.
Yeah, and of course you got the World's Strongest Man organization that is the Super Bowl for the strong man.
Do they use Rogue as well?
No, Rogue is
Okay.
not. No,
Okay,
Rogue
yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with them. I mean, that's
Yeah, I wonder what they use or who they use.
I don't know.
I have to look into that.
But they at a different country every year.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's one of
Yeah.
World's Strongest Man. some
World's
legit
Strongest
shit.
Man is still the legit, but I think the
Yeah.
Arnold is just solidified itself as being like something you really want to fucking win. It's it's not the
Arnold-
Super Bowl, but I feel like it's a different entity in itself. I don't know. How would you compare?
In bodybuilding, the Arnold Classic, the original, the Columbus, is the second largest payout of any bodybuilding show behind the Olympia. So everybody wants to win Arnold.
Yeah.
I mean, the payout is phenomenal, and that's why
Not to mention Arnold comes out and like hands you the trophy.
And the Arnold Strongman, the same thing. I mean, they pay out a large chunk of money. I mean, Martinez Lizzi wanted, what that was, 2 weeks, last week or the week before.
It's
was
been a
the
couple
Arnold,
weeks, yeah.
Arnold Classic.
Yeah, I think
Martinez Lizzi wanted the same guy who won a Rogue Invitational. So, you know, within a half a year, the son of a bitch done won $250,000 just for lifting shit up.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm excited to go to the Rogue Invitational. That was fun. I
Yeah.
have to drag somebody with me since you two bums can't go. Just gonna invite somebody off the street. So what you thinking about this beer? All right, it tickled my fancy right out of the gate.
First thing is it's easy to drink.
It doesn't have that much of a bite
Nah.
for a.
It's got the bitterness, though.
It's a lighter.
It's got that
IPA.
bitterness.
I think it's
Is it?
You could definitely
This
tell
is
us.
coming from people that drink like 15% stouts here.
Well,
Like you guys,
because I know what you like to drink, and you usually try to drink some
9%, 8%
Dang,
IPAs.
Nasty shit.
dank stuff.
This got some dank smell to it.
It
That smells good, dude. That
the
smells
smell
good.
is good.
Put a wick in it, make it a candle for my room.
The front end is very easy. The back end is whenever the
IPA
West Coast comes
Yeah.
out.
Bitterness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is where the West Coast comes out.
The hoppiness.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it a lot. So speaking of Rogue, they released this week the Cliffhanger event. They've already hosted this before. It's where you have a max hold from a pull-up bar.
Okay.
They do these things where it's like max 50 cal on an Airdyne bike. If you win like an Airdyne bike and some like street cred and stuff. It's pretty cool. Like, I guess if you're just in your gym hanging out and you want to like,
Just
I
nothing
think
else
it's
to
like
do.
$20 or something like that. You put it in. It's like gambling in Vegas, you know,
Yeah.
like you're probably not gonna win, but you're there to have some fun.
Something anybody can do.
But yeah, this one you hang from a rig, you know, or wherever you can hang from, I guess. Some dude, if I remember right, man, I had this looked up earlier and then I think I clicked off of it. He hung for like 20 minutes. It was he's a climber and he just was up there hanging out and completely demolished it. I think the girl closest to him was like maybe 5, 6. I don't remember exactly, but it was like it was so drastic. Which women, they do this sandbag hold. I think the guys is like 100 or like 150 and the girls is 100. I can't remember. But the girl time is like almost like double the dude time. So you have no idea who's going to win these.
Right.
But yeah, you hang and just hang and hang. And I was wondering what you guys could think you could hang. I actually have some knowledge in this hanging thing from a rig, only because I've done it.
I wouldn't want to do it.
But I did better than I thought. So there is a hero wad.
What, maybe 2 minutes?
Yeah.
This surprised me. There's a hero wad. I forget the name of it. CrossFit. If you don't CrossFit, hero wads are something named after somebody that's been killed in combat or in some form or fashion in law enforcement or EMS or whatever. They make these really stringent, hard workouts that when you look at them, you're like, I would never do that. But then they slide it in like, hey, but this is for veterans, and you're like, well, now I can't, bitch. I gotta do this. So I think it was you had to accumulate 5 minutes of hanging, maybe 6 minutes of hanging from a barbell, and every time you came down, rig, pull-up bar, yeah. I forget. I don't know why I have to say rig. It's just a habit. But you hang, and then every time you come down, you gotta do 800-meter run, and then I think it was 50 push-ups. This is off the top of my head, and I did it before. And so I'm thinking, God damn, like in my head, like I've never hung from a rig. When I'm warming up and I'm hanging from the rig, 20 seconds feels like eternity. Mm-hmm. Like I might be running like the 10K here. Like, oh my God, like I don't know. But I went ahead and tried it because I was doing the programming for our CrossFit gym. And so I'm like, okay, let me try this and see kind of what it is. That way I know what you guys, if it's doable in a class. And so I get up there and I'm hanging and you're looking at the clock and you're hanging and you're hanging. I got to like 2.5 minutes pretty easily. Mm-hmm. I ended up coming down because I was actually worried about my arms not working anymore when I'd have to hang again. in CrossFit, you know, like if you blow your load too quick in a movement, you're kind of done. Handstand push-ups, like if once you run out of those, they're one at a time. So I've kind of learned, like, I need to come down sooner. That way I can rest that. And I remember running that first 800, and I'm, like, trying to shake my arms out, like, okay, you guys better work. The push-ups were kind of like a joke, but I was actually able to get on and hang again almost until the time, I believe. And then I think I ran one more time, came in, and then I just knocked it right out. So I think we can hang longer than we think. I said a lot of that just to say that.
You going at least 3 minutes, Otis.
I think I've been waiting for one of these rogue ones for you and I to actually just join in and post it. This would be kind of boring for YouTube or Instagram, but we need to get in one and make some challenges again, because we didn't do the Open this year. The CrossFit Open, you and I didn't do a single one. Last year, I got my ass
You
handed
said,
to me.
I told you I wasn't going to do that shit again.
I just was too busy this year. Like, it just wasn't doable.
Well, my partner
but-
kind of bitched out on me whenever.
And he's a CrossFitter.
Yeah, he used to be a CrossFit, and
He's a CrossFitter.
he's a CrossFitter.
The
but
ginger?
no,
Oh, you said
Coach PB.
You said, oh.
Coach Mr. PB. I'm sorry, Mr. But I'm sitting there pounding all these seltzers, and he's sipping that one the whole time we doing this wide, and that like to kill me.
That was a good. That was fun
like
to
to
watch.
kill me.
Yeah, that was the first MetCon I'd done in a long time when I did it. I think the week before, I think y'all did,
Yeah.
and then y'all did y'all's the following, and it was like, oh God. I still had double unders down, but those damn wall walks ate my ass up. It didn't help that I did like a really gnarly ass like squat workout right before it. I had no legs. I was trying to do that wall walk, and it was like my legs were like wanting to crumble up against the wall. But yeah, I guess we better crack open the other one.
Oh, let's go over the sponsor.
Let's go to the sponsor.
Ooh.
That way we can get a proper palette change
Yeah.
for
It's the
us.
same one? The best one? The
Look
only
out,
one?
man. The only one. We're only sponsored by one team.
Today's sponsor brought to you by Pringles, and they sent us the original flavor. This is the original. We have no flavor in. This is the original.
It's the best shit.
Hey.
You're at the wrong table right now.
yeah,
You think you
yeah,
touch
you don't be.
Oh, what the
Have you
fuck?
had these before?
Really?
I'm glad you got to ask somebody about that. I'm always like, have I?
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I've had a massive amount of these Pringles. The original is the best. Now, last time you got the original flavor, you got their 50% off ones or whatever, the fat-free ones or whatever.
I believe Pringles been watching and saw our waistline growing, so they're like, we gotta send these fat fuckers some.
Hey, I'm
some-
down 10 pounds. Y'all summer shredding shit or whatever. Y'all spring fling or whatever the hell y'all boys do together.
The 12-week challenge.
Yeah, the
baby.
spring fling. Yeah. Y'all lucky I'm not in this thing because I'm moving down. I started noticing this tire wrapped around me, and I've started to gut that right out of the gate.
You already messed up?
No, I haven't messed up
Yeah,
anything.
you messed up. If you want to join our challenge, you messed up.
No, you
Because this is the Vulcan time. He don't understand.
Nah,
he don't
No,
understand.
I
He ain't never
completely-
been in it, player. He ain't
I
never been in it.
completely understand. I think I could lose another 30 pounds right now.
Nah.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
I can lose 10 pounds in like a week.
Too.
No? Hey, show up to the gym and you can squat with me, buddy. The gains ain't going nowhere.
I ain't trying to squat with you, man.
All right, so what do we Hey, it hurts. So what do we got here?
This one is called. So are we gonna grade? What are we doing?
I give it a B.
I would get a
A
solid
very
B.
strong B.
Okay.
It's not the best West Coast I've ever had. And I don't know how long it was sitting, and he brought it over, handed it to me in a bar. It got warm, it got cold.
It traveled very well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It traveled way better than the shit from Oregon.
Yeah. Without knowing a lot of
Chucky.
without knowing a lot of exacts about them, I think they knocked that out. And to be honest with you, if I was at that brewery and could drink that off the tap, I have a feeling that'd be
a little bit better.
really, really good beer. So if you're in Costa Rica,
Puerto Rico.
my bad.
Oh, I was like, what?
I think I've said Costa Rica a few times. They're all the same to me, man. I've never been to any of them.
Big Poppy.
If you're in
over
Big
there.
Poppy's land, yeah, stop in and grab
Puerto
one.
Rico. It's away.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. See, I don't know nothing about that. You don't
It's
know
all
about
Greek.
that.
You ain't knew nothing about that till about a year and a half ago. So
That's true.
I'm basically half Puerto Rican right now, right? So I'm letting you know.
So I think I'm gonna go see Batman tonight by myself. I know we talked about this on the other episode, but yeah. Oh, I guess we need to go over the beer a little bit, huh?
So living the dream, which you've talked about all these acronyms like some other organization.
Can you read that off for them?
DDHNEIPA.
There you go.
Double dry hop New England IPA. Mm-hmm. Living the dream.
Which I'm not a fan of New England style. And from what I can tell from this one, in my vast knowledge,
More of a hazy look.
yeah, it's more of a hazy and doesn't look quite like a juicy New England style to me. Dude, pretty soon I'm going to be the number one guy to come for your beer knowledge. You guys are going to be kicked out of this entire operation.
Yeah, we're just going to let you do the whole thing. Yeah.
Vast knowledge in
We
these
over here
things.
just sucking hind tits.
Yeah. No, but honestly, it doesn't look like the typical New England style I'm used to seeing. You're right with the hazy.
It is a 7.5%.
7.5.
Now we're talking.
7.5.
That's in my spot.
Living a dream. This can, just like the last one,
Is badass.
is a beach scene. They obviously, a drone flew over, took a picture of the beach with old boy sprawled out.
Is he dead or
He's face down. He was probably living a dream way too much when he took this
had
picture.
too many of those beers?
That's what I think.
Well, I'm gonna get on their Instagram and I'm gonna actually message them because if they took that one right here as like from their area, I'm gonna see who that is and see if he died or not.
I can't say the beaches do look like that though.
They do.
Beautiful.
So it's worth going to.
Oh yeah, especially
okay.
if you live in the States, it's an easy trip.
Oh yeah.
You going to Caribbean, you don't need a passport.
Do we want to do something serious or something random? Let's talk
Let's
about.
ask the guest.
Yeah. What do you? Anything you want to talk
guest.
about?
We on the
I don't
spot.
even. I don't even know what time we're at right now.
I forgot to start the time. I mean, we winging it today.
It's a big one.
So how's the fish tank? My man had to leave one day to go help you tote in this 500-pound fucking fish tank. What is it, like 1,000-gallon saltwater tank?
No, you got it wrong.
It was only 100.
You got it
Really?
wrong. It was 1,000 pounds. He didn't even show up. I lifted it by myself, put it in the back of his truck, almost blew out his leaf springs because it's an old truck.
You and Chatty, huh?
Yeah.
You and Chatty?
No, she was directing traffic, like, get out of the way. My man's friend's coming through here with 1,000 pounds, and I picked it up. That's a true story. I'm sure they got it on camera at
1,000
PetSmart.
pound empty.
Yeah, 1,000 pounds empty. This is a big tank.
It wasn't that big. No, it's 125 gallon. It's doing good.
Yeah.
Got it fully stocked.
Fresh or salt?
It's fresh.
Fresh water. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not getting too crazy then.
No, African cichlids. You know,
don't
got
know what
about,
that is.
I want to say 20.
You need to put a fucking
25.
alligator in that thing.
I haven't counted all the fish I got in it.
You ain't bought no $100 fish yet, huh?
You don't know
Yeah.
how many fish you have in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
You got
everyone,
$2,500 fish in
That's
there.
what-
Nah,
I
that's
just
what I'm
heard.
saying
That's
about
that's
what
what
I
I
dollar
heard.
status over here.
Yeah.
And Chad, if you're watching this, no, I have not spent that much money on fish yet.
I'm just waiting for the cheap ones to die. Then I got about 100 ones.
Okay,
Let's tell all my secrets. She just know boxes come in the mail. That's all she knows. Shh.
we need to go. We need to go into some nerd shit because we talked about lifting shit.
Okay.
Would you rather talk about a hunting show or would you rather talk about Batman?
Batman. And the movie's coming out, right?
It's already out. The only thing I gotta say about it is I'm gonna go
Let's
by
go-
my
let's go
fucking self
Batman.
tonight.
Our guest
I'm
wants to
going
talk
by
Batman.
myself tonight if I have to see this goddamn movie.
Okay, is nobody bothered that Batman is the guy who
You better
shimmered?
talk into that mic, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is nobody bothered that the guy who's Batman is the one who shimmered in Twilight?
We've already talked about this in a week before, but yeah, I've heard it's really good.
I'm bringing it
It's
back.
getting better and better reviews as we go along here. So I think I'm gonna go see it.
We'll talk about it after you see it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about
You can be
Meat
thinking
Eater.
about
I've never saw it. I've never saw it.
Let's talk about Meat Eater. You guys are lame sometimes. Has anybody seen on Netflix the show Meat Eater with Steve Urnell? Dude, if you guys out there in our YouTube channel that made it this far into some bullshit ass show we're putting on right now, you need to go see it. It's good. Have you seen it?
No.
Are you into hunting or anything like fishing? Like I don't really hunt or anything per se, But this dude is incredible. I've been watching it since season 1.
Does all he do is bow hunt?
No, he just any means necessary. Fishing, shooting,
Okay.
bow. He's even been out with a flintlock. He makes hunting look entertaining, probably to a vegan. He can articulate things in a way that just pulls you in. It's insane. This he's a great writer, everything. Steve Arnell. He's been on the Joe Rogan podcast. That's obviously how I found out about him. But that Meat Eater show, if you guys need something for Netflix watching, is really good. You're going to see like animals get killed, but it doesn't show like a hole being blown out of the back of them, so you don't have to worry about that. But the dude articulates everything so well. It's incredible. But not only do they obviously kill the animal, but they harvest all of the meat after they kill it.
Yeah, he don't waste nothing.
No, yeah. Right. And then they hike it out off the mountain. And then he goes and cooks. Like, they cook a meal with it on the show. Okay. And so you see his kind of like cooking and how these meats and everything look. You know, not everybody's seen elk meat or goat meat or anything.
How some of them are really, really maroon red, and some of them are more pink and white like pork. And
yeah. It's so good. If I had anything to like suggest to people on Netflix, that's one of them. It's one of those rando ones. I just thought of something. Let's taste this beer real quick. Oh my God. So this is how my brain works. If people know me personally, this is it. That has a very West Coast IPA smell to it. New England style, my ass. These dudes just threw on that NE on there just to pull in some fucking hashtags on Instagram.
Okay, would I be wrong if I said it was similar to the last ones?
That's what I'm getting at.
It tastes.
I think they just added a little bit of mango to it, and we're we're going to call this New England style.
Now that it sits here, it tastes just like the last fucking beer.
Maybe a little bit hoppier, but not
you know,
much.
You're heading up to Louisiana, what, next week? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you remember this, but I'm sure you do. You're good with shit. You looked into the Parish Brewery yet? About stopping by, or is it?
I'm not going that way.
Oh God. They do make a really good New England style. They really do. They got that brain cake, which I think is better than the Ghost in the Machine. Ghost in the Machine is the most popular by them, but brain cake I think is better.
What cake?
It's called brain cake.
Brain cake.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, we need to do one of those New Englands. That's good stuff. This is a West Coast with like a hint of. Let me see again. It's a West Coast IPA. Smells like a West Coast, tastes like a West Coast with like a little bit of a mango-y.
They added some juice to it.
Yeah, something. Yeah, that's the same beer with a little bit of fruit extract. It's not bad, but that's not a New England style to me. That doesn't taste like a New England style.
It would be bad if you were thinking you were going to be tasting.
Oh, dude,
you're right.
If you were a New England style fan and you bought that beer thinking you were like going to drink a really good New England style, that's not the one. That's edible for me because I like West Coast and I really don't like New England style. I will drink it, but I don't get the whole pizzazz around that. Mm-hmm. I would have been happy if they handed me that. I'd be like, oh, damn, you guys are thinking about me in this New England style brewing process. But yeah, it doesn't. I like the first one better. So if you're going to go to the brewery, get the Overhead IPA. For me, it tastes better. But that's definitely not a New England style, in my opinion.
What you think about Oats?
Agreed. And I would have to give it probably a C or D.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the grading.
But maybe just because what is named, not because it tasted bad.
Because they lied to you.
Right.
Yeah.
If you were drinking and you expected something, you'd be like,
that's a decent edible beer. Like that's a good beer. But yeah, it's like slapping Coca-Cola on the side of a Pepsi. Yeah. You're like, okay, it's good, but that's not the same.
It's not what I wanted. You know what I mean?
I mean, the color is different. You have them both there. Yep. I mean, you could show the camera. They can probably see it, that there is obviously a West Coast and a New England. But that New England is very muddy.
That looks more. This looks more hazy, and this looks more like a Pilsner.
It looks like a very muddy New England style to me. And yeah, that's not the same. We've been going for a while, so I'm gonna say this really quick. The Snyder Cut, it's been out for a year.
Snyder Cut of what?
Justice League.
There you go. Welcome to the nerd table, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody, if you know anything, all you have to say is the Snyder Cut. You don't have to say Justice League Snyder Cut. You say the Snyder Cut.
Except for
But he plays PlayStation. You're a PlayStation guy too, aren't you?
you can't do that. You can't do
Is the
that.
Justice League another Marvel movie or what?
It's like Bloods and Crips, bro. You just fucked up. No, you never saw the Snyder Cut? So it came out a year ago.
I never saw the Justice League.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. You should watch the
Nothing
Snyder Cut.
with Superwoman and fucking Batman in the same movie.
Wonder Woman.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's
Anything
very good.
with that I have zero fucking desire to watch.
Snyder
that
Cut's
shit.
like 4 hours and 20 minutes long. It came out a year ago, I think a couple days back. May have been Thursday or Friday. Can't believe it's been that long.
4 hours and 20 minutes.
It is
Dude's fucking.
I am
Well,
fucking
he has
not
it. He
sitting
has
that
it in
long.
like chapters, so like an hour episodes.
So it's like a miniseries.
So you've never seen it?
I still okay.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, Mr. fucking nerd
At least
over
I
Yeah,
know
here.
what it
Mr.
is.
Judgmental.
I've been saving it for a good day.
Yeah.
It's worth the watch, guys. It really is. I really enjoyed it.
So
But
can
yeah,
I
it's
watch
been a
that on
year ago.
Netflix?
HBO Max.
Oh.
You killing me, bro.
But yeah,
Killing me.
we got anything else to talk about? I think we're done, aren't we? Cheers,
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I thank you, Otis, for bringing in the beer.
You're welcome.
Literally traveled over an ocean to
I'll travel
get us this
again.
one.
That
Bring another one
fucker,
back.
he snuck it in. you
Yeah,
know,
he
with-
put it in his pants.
he put it in his prison wallet to get it on
Oh.
into the States over here.